Hi, Greenwich Country Day School high school teachers. The other morning, we had a Zoom call with about, I don't know what, six of the high school faculty, and we did a mindfulness morning. And I would love to continue those for you if you'd like, given all of this wonderful COVID-19 stress and anxiety that we keep having to deal with on a daily basis, not to mention all of the academic stress that comes with this, and family stress, and our own health, and friendships, and financial, and you name it. So, the people that did the mindful morning the other day asked if I could videotape or record a very similar one, and asked if I would send it out. So that's what I'm doing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 5 to 10 minute mindful exercise. I'm going to walk you through three different pieces. The first piece is going to be grounding piece, followed by a focus on breathing. And at the end of it, we're going to work on some counting so that we can watch our minds drift and gently bring them back. Okay? So I'm going to invite you all now to find a comfortable position. And as you do that, I'm going to get us started by always ringing the bell. And I always start with 3 rings. And that always indicates the beginning of a mindful session. And it always ends with a single ringing of the bell. Okay? So go ahead and find a comfortable position. If you're sitting, have your feet on the floor, strong spine, head sitting above your spine. Your hands can be anywhere that make you comfortable. And I invite you now to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. If you're not comfortable, go ahead and have a downward gaze, just so that you're not looking around the room. And as you settle in, I invite you to start paying attention to your breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, with a concentration on our bellies expanding and contracting with the in-breath and the out-breath. If it helps you, go ahead and place a hand or both hands on your belly. It doesn't matter if those breaths you're taking are big ones or small ones. Just find a nice rhythm, a nice pattern. In through the nose and out through the nose. Paying attention to the air as it comes through your nose and fills your lungs and expands your belly. And on the next out breath, taking your attention on that exhale and bringing it all the way down through your stomach and through your legs and down to your feet. Paying attention to your feet on the floor and noticing, just noticing, is there more pressure on your toes or more pressure on your heels? If your feet were on their sides, could you feel the pressure on the sides of your feet? And keeping your attention or intention or your anchor on your feet, wiggle those toes and see if you can feel your toes touching your socks or your slippers or your shoes, or just maybe the floor or the carpet. And bringing your attention from your feet up to your calves, and taking a second to come up on your toes and flex your calves and feeling that muscle contraction and then letting it go and relaxing it down. And noticing that you've probably stopped paying attention to the pattern breathing. And bring your attention back to that breathing and in through the nose and out through the nose. It's okay if you've forgotten to pay attention to that. That's normal. It's what the brain does. And we were purposefully paying attention in the moment to our feet. So we were mindful of that. And taking your intention or attention up through your legs and noticing how the chair is supporting you. And how it holds your weight. And bring your attention to your core and again your belly as it expands and contracts on the breath. And bringing your awareness now up to your shoulders and noticing is there any tension in them? And if there is on the out breath, letting it go, releasing the tension, and noticing how that tension comes down through your arms and into your hands and out of your hands. And noticing wherever your hands are, how heavy they may feel. Now bringing your awareness up again through your shoulders, noticing how relaxed and heavy. And up the back of your neck, and the back of your head, and all the way down through the front of the forehead and through the face. And letting all the tension in your face just relax and melt away. You may even feel that your jaw would like to drop open. Go ahead and let it. There's no one here watching you. And noticing how relaxed our body is, come back to our breathing. And maintaining this level of relaxation, we're going to add in the counting now. And counting is taking or counting each breath we take, every inhale and every exhale. So I'll do the first one with you, and we're going to count up to 10. So on the next inhale, we'll count 1 in our heads, and 2 on the exhale, and 3 on the inhale, and 4 on the exhale, 5 on the inhale, and 6 on the exhale, 7 on the inhale, 8 on the exhale, 9 on the inhale, and 10 on the exhale. And now we begin again. 1 on the inhale, and keep counting on your own. And again, for this, it doesn't matter if you take big breaths or small breaths, you're just counting them. You're being mindful of them. And you can't do this right or wrong. We're just going to practice being with our breath and with the counting. And if for any reason you lose track of counting or your mind is taking a walk, my teacher would always refer to our mind drifts as taking a walk. Oh, look, my mind took a walk. Now I'm going to bring it back. If for any reason your mind takes a walk, or you've lost track of counting, or you find yourself on number 24 or 25, gently, without judgment, bring yourself back to one. And this is what our minds are trained to do: drift, go into other thoughts. And it's not something we can just stop our brains from doing, but we can respond to them when they have. And this counting technique is a wonderful way to do that. So I'm going to have you stay with this breathing and this counting for just a little bit longer. And as we get closer to our last couple of in-breaths and out-breaths, bring your awareness back to your body and notice if there's any tension in your shoulders again. And if your shoulders became tense, I wonder why. Where did your mind drift? Were you trying to count perfectly? Were you trying to make sure that you didn't screw this up? And releasing that tension in your shoulders again, paying attention to the chair supporting you and your feet on the floor. Let's take our final breath here. And on this final bell, beginning to come back, opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers, maybe wiggling your toes. I hope this was something that you enjoyed and even more importantly found maybe useful. Again, one of the main purposes of mindfulness is not only for the relaxation, but it's to help our brain come back from those drifts, which we are going to be taking a lot of these next couple of weeks. And so I encourage you to practice and take some time for yourself and take care of yourself. Okay. If you want more of these, please let me know, and I'll be glad to send out more. Bye now.